product market fit is not a destination. It is a state of mind. Like that's the most, like the most bullshitty way of saying, you can get product market fit sometimes in a subset of customer group or on an individual product and multiple products or an individual price point, but that doesn't mean you'll always have it. So what you're constantly really, it's the vague word to describe the love of the product by the market. And those, so it's like, how enthusiastic is the person? You take yourself, you might have product market fit with a specific podcast or YouTube channel, consume a lot of that, but then you stop consuming it. So you go in and out of product market fit, even as consuming an individual unit of content. So I think for founders, I think thinking about that is important. I think we had this, I remember at one point we were doing like, 15 million ARR. We were asking like, do you think we have product market fit? And Mike Maples was like, yeah, you have product market fit. Companies don't usually get to this fast. Maybe the other thing that I believe that other people don't believe is, it's just so easy to lose it. And so we're just super, super paranoid about, like, we just don't want to be lying to ourselves. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, so I think when you hit a point where customers are demanding more out of your product than you can keep up with, and they're willing to pay you a bunch or they'll pay you whatever it takes for you to solve those things, that's when I feel like you really have product market fit. But recognizing, like Qasar said, it's always changing. Like the market is always changing. And so
new competitors are emerging, new alternatives are emerging.
And if those new competitors, they suddenly change the perspective through which, or change the lens through which the whole category is being viewed, all of a sudden this product market fit you thought you had all of a sudden disappears.
One of the mistakes I think growth founders make sometimes when they hit a plateau and or something is not working is they bring the company in, they do riffs, and they say, we need to perform better. We need to focus. And I think the real vernacular, the words they should say is we need to refine product market fit. And that really changes everyone's perspective. And because everyone realizes, oh, we're not in product market fit. So all the things that we'd assumed to be true are no longer true. And that actually changes people's perspective, because if you don't say it that way, then people assume, well, the thing that we've been doing still works. We just got to do it harder. And so then it'll work. It's like, no, the puzzle which your piece went into doesn't accept the piece anymore. So we need to fundamentally change it, or this whole thing is done. And I think that maybe that's just some advice for later stage folks.
And when did you know that you had it, or did you have different like phases of it, or different a bunch of attempts before finding it, or what was your journey?
We have many products at this point, and so each of them are at a different level of product market fit. And generally, our kind of meniscus line there is, can you pay for your engineers and your costs of that product, right? And that means you're self-sustaining, the default alive concept. And so I think that's what we're trying to do at individual product level. And that takes actually slightly more sophisticated finance organization to really look at the company as like these sub-businesses that kind of work together. Because if you're not careful, you can actually go in this weird extreme of like tallying, like, well, I did a meeting with this team and therefore they allocate this much headcount on all these weird things that start happening. But yeah, it's always evolving, and each of the products I think is in a different phase. But there are products for us that make a really good amount of money, and there's products that don't make any money. And so we have to always be balancing those needs.